Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I think this might be a 5-star. I'm really excited. Okay, let's go. I got this video idea last week when I went to the movies by myself. I went to watch Undertone. There was only like 6 audience in the theater, and when I stood up after the movie ended, I saw that there were 3 other Gen Zers that were by themselves, and that got me thinking. I was like, you know what? I feel like doing things alone is slowly coming back, and it's getting more and more normalized, even though it should be normalized already. But I feel like there's such a stigma about doing things by yourself. I feel like there's a negative connotation when you're by yourself out in the public. So I really wanted to do this video to show you guys that it's really okay to do things by yourself. Most of the time I do things by myself after graduating from college. All of my friends are scattered around the country as we're growing older and older into adulthood. It's really hard to make time and plans with other people. So I feel like a lot of times after graduating, I find myself doing things alone. I really love it. I think doing things alone is actually a privilege, and I'm so grateful that I can do things by myself and I have the time to do things by myself and that I'm able and capable of doing these things. So today in this video we are just going through my day by myself and showing you guys what I do. And so on today's agenda, it's currently 9:24 and I just got ready and I still need to eat breakfast. I made Discard sourdough bagels the other day and they're really good, so I'm really excited to eat those. And I was thinking after I eat my bagels I can go to this new coffee shop that I wanted to try. I think I'm gonna bring my book. This is my current read. This is Playground by Richard Powers. I have been really liking this book. I'm just about to reach the halfway point and so far I'm really liking this book because I love all things ocean and marine biology. And this book follows 4 different characters and they all have some sort of connection and fascination about the ocean and marine life. It's like a historical fiction too because it focuses on the history of the French Polynesian island called Makatea. We see the 4 characters all come together in the end, I think, and they all have some connection to each other and to the ocean. And it's about this little island that is getting polluted, and there's investors from America that want to build these module ocean communities and mine and do a bunch of aquaculture, basically extract the island's resources. So we're seeing how the community fights back and also following these 4 characters. Everything is going to connect in the end, I hope. I think there's already some connections between the characters that we see and how they cross paths. So I'm really excited to continue this story and see where this goes. The vibes are super good. I love the writing. I love the stories. I love the characters, and I think this might be a 5-star and I'm really excited to read this. I think I'm gonna read this in the cafe. I think after the coffee shop, or I might even do this in the coffee shop, or maybe I can go to the library. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas, but there's not enough time in the day. But I'm also working on my crochet project. I wanted to make a crochet tote bag with granny squares. This would be my first ever big project, and so this color theme is inspired by cinnamon roll. You see the vision? You see the vision? Like, I really like the star one. But anyways, I'm also trying to work on this. I started this like a year and a half ago and I made like 5 granny squares. I have another one on my table, but then I just stopped. And so I've been really craving to crochet. I think I'm gonna continue this project and make more granny squares. I almost said granny stars. Make more granny squares. Also, I have a movie at 2:45. I'm watching Reminders of Him. I have not read the book, but I'm only watching this movie because I have AMC A-List, and ever since I got that, oh my god, you guys, getting AMC A-List is one of the best decisions I've ever made. Ever since I got it, I've been watching so many movies. Like, I watched 6 last month. I think it's totally worth it. All you have to do is watch like 2 movies and you get your money's worth. And it's making me go outside more. Like I said, doing things by yourself, because I can just go to the movie theaters on a whim and I don't have to keep in mind what other people's schedules are and what showings they can make it to. Like if I'm free at 2 o'clock today, I'm gonna go watch a movie. Anyways, after that movie, I might go to the gym too today. I'm also in the process of making my sourdough. I made this dough last night, and yes, it has been proofing in my room because my room is the hottest room in the entire house. So it has been bulk fermenting in my room overnight, and we might have to come back and like shape her. So we will see. It's gonna be a busy day, okay? And I'm gonna spend it all by myself, and I think this will be really fun. So without further ado, let's get into the video. These are the bagels I made. Looks so good. This is sesame with chive cream cheese. I love bagels. Right now, and I want to go to Home Goods to see if I can find a Danish whisk for my sourdough. If I don't find it, it's okay. I just thought it would be easier to mix the dough with. And I think I'm gonna get lunch. I'm craving noodles. I didn't end up crocheting. I was low-key on my phone half of the time, so I didn't even get to read that much, which I feel like happens most of the time. But I got my Americano with oat milk, and overall the coffee was really nice. So let's go home. I haven't been to Home Goods in like 8 months. So I did not find a Danish whisk. I didn't even find a proofing basket, which I've been thinking of kind of getting, but it's not necessary. But I just feel like I want to be more professional, but whatever. They didn't have any sourdough stuff, so, and I kind of just looked around, nothing really caught my eye, so I'm gonna get lunch now. Lunch was great. I saw like 2 other people that were eating by themselves, so twins. The restaurant was almost completely full. People were coming in and out. And now I'm home checking on my sourdough to see if it's done. This is what it's looking like. I don't think it's quite done yet. I was trying to poke it and then see if it pulls away from the side of the bowl, but it's still sticking and it was sticky when I poked it. So I think it needs a couple more hours. It's been fermenting for almost 13 hours at this point in room temperature, so I think it needs a little bit more hours. Last time I proofed it for 15.5 hours and it was still a little bit under ferment. I think it makes sense that it's taking a while. And also this time I'm using whole wheat starter, so I made my starter stronger and it did rise more and faster. So I was hoping that the stronger starter with the whole wheat flour would expedite this process, but looks like so far it's still taking a really long time. And I think that's what I struggle with the most, is the bulk fermentation timing. But this is only my third loaf. My second loaf was completely failed. I put it in the oven with the lights on and I basically gave it a heat stroke. So I completely killed it. Tried to turn it into focaccia, but that also failed. It was completely not edible. So this is my third attempt. Right now it is 1:23 and I'm thinking I can go to the gym. I can just do gym and then theater and then come home, and then hopefully by that time my sourdough would be done so that I can shape it and put it in the fridge. My movie starts at 2:45, but there's about 25 minutes of trailers and ads, so technically it doesn't actually start until like 3:10. So I think I have plenty of time to go to the gym, even though I just ate, but it's okay. The weather is so nice today. I don't know why I'm whispering. There's really no one here. I didn't film that much in the gym for obvious reasons, but no, I'm going to theaters. I'm really excited. My expectations are really low, but it might be a fun movie. I watched the other one, Reminders. Wait, no, that's the one today. I watched the one with McKenna Grace in it, Regretting You.
Again. Get ready.
I'm in Ulta now. I'm looking for a good translucent powder for my oily skin makeup. I'm thinking it would Fit Me or Hourglass or Huda Beauty. I found Hourglass, but wait, is this it? No. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's go. This NARS one feels really good on my skin. It feels very smooth, but it's still $45. I'm looking for something like $20. So maybe we go to the drugstore section. Okay, I found this. I feel like, I don't know if this is good for like oil and shine control. And I also don't have the translucent powder anymore. I think it feels okay on my skin. It's only $16. Thinking maybe I'll get the peach. Okay, I am back home, and at Ulta I ended up getting the Fit Me press powder, and I also got the Ulta setting powder. This is the hyaluronic acid one with translucent, and this one I got it in the shade 110 porcelain. I got this suggestion from Reddit. I think I have combo skin, but I get pretty oily when I wear makeup in my T-zone, so I usually start shining at about 2 hours into my makeup, so I really want to control that. I've been using some Japanese and Korean ones. They were good, but they still made me really shiny about 2 hours in, so I wanted to try these two. The Ulta one was $14 and then this one was $12. And I heard a suggestion to do the pressed one first and then do the loose powder on top of the pressed one, like combine it together, and I've never done that before, so I wanted to try that method. The past two powders that I have been using have been pressed, So this will be my first time trying loose powder too, and I hope they work well. And sorry if my makeup looked really weird. I was like testing it out in the store. And also the movie. Let's talk about the movie. So I did not read the book, Reminders of Him. I just went in blind. I got to see the movie for free because of A-List, and I watched Regretting You, which was really dumb, and like it was like so dumb that it was entertaining, which made it kind of good. Like it made me laugh out loud multiple times because of how ridiculous the characters were, and like the plot was so like, what? And so in that sense it was entertaining. I had a good laugh, but I think I liked this movie slightly better. At the end of the day, it is Colleen Hoover, so don't go in with super high expectations. There were a couple scenes in this movie today where I was like, what? There were some plots that were kind of, again, ridiculous, and whenever the characters go into hardship, they just have a spicy scene. So there's that. I think overall I give that a 3 stars out of 5. I feel like it was like okay. It wasn't like terrible where I like hated it. Like I really hated Marty Supreme for sure. But this one, it wasn't like amazing either. It was just like 3 stars. But it is almost 7 p.m. now, and I think I'm gonna end this video because I'm gonna go shower and get ready to stay in for the rest of the evening. So I will end the video here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. This is a gentle reminder that it's okay to do things alone. It is a privilege to be able to spend time with yourself. I think it comes with so many benefits. Don't think there's any negative effects of hanging out with yourself. I think you can only get to know yourself better. I think it's great to spend time with yourself, and I hope this video encouraged you to do so. And it's very empowering, and you get to discover yourself a lot in ways that hanging out with other people cannot bring. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.